The menace of drug abuse have become a global concern as citizens, particularly young ones, engage in the act. Common examples of such hard substances are cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. Intake of these drugs results in long-term effects such as bad teeth, inflammation of the gum, constipation, menstrual disturbance in women, loss of memory, and depression, among others. Combating this menace, the National Youth Council of Nigeria IKORODU West Chapter embarked on a sensitization work to create awareness on the menace of drug abuse to the environment, family, and the country at large. The work touched around major areas in IKORODU West. Residents and community members were sensitized on the menace of the drugs. The chairman, IKORODU West LCDA, Sulaiman Kazem, affirmed that awareness would be heightened so that the demand and supply of these drugs by drug cartel be reduced to the barest minimum.
My advice to the youth, drug is bad. Why go into drug? There's better things to go into that while away your time than drug. Yes, it might be peer group pressure, it might be the environment we find ourselves. Some of us grew up in an environment where things are even worse. I grew up in Agarawu. I was born in Agarawu where they are selling cocaine, but I wasn't part of them. What I did when I was younger, I only undo my books. I always advise the youth to go and face and read their books. The more you read, the more you are educated. It's not all of us that went to school that are educated. We can only be certification. But we are talking about the true education. Instead of you while you're wasting time to go and take drugs, that time you think you are wasting there, you can use it for your brain, to develop your brain. That's my own advocacy for them.
The chairman further shared insight on what the society can do differently to tackle this menace.
It's to educate them, to tell them disadvantage and disadvantage. If you go into this, I keep referring to my growing up. When I was small a bit, I was able to study those people that were into drugs, either selling cocaine or anything crime. And I studied those people that went to normal business. And I discovered that those people that are doing anything drug, their lifetime is so short. That they have a shorter period. Fast business, anything crime. And that is why they live a shorter life. And I ask her, which one do I pick? I rather pick the educated one because they have a long time. It's not even sports. How many years a sportsman will live? I always encourage sports instead of, but it's still under education because you cannot do sports throughout your lifetime. The highest you play football or anything is about 4 or let me say at most 10 years. That means if you are 16, started playing football, by 30 you are old. You must start doing something. You must start doing something. That's why you must marry it with education. How my logic is, because when I was small, there's a lot of crime within my environment. And I saw people that went to school, and I had to weigh the two options. Am I going to follow this path or this path? Some of my mates that followed the path of crime today, they were there. They were nowhere to be found.
Basically, one of the main reasons why we organize drug abuse work fitness in IKORODU division, precisely IKORODU West, this is the 4th edition we did last time. And one of the things is to educate and also sensitize people on the danger of drugs. And I believe what we want the government to just do is more empowerment. Because it's because these people are idle. They have nothing to do. They believe that the government, the country is not in a good order for them to live in. So they all believe that that is the best way they can use to think or they can use to while away their time. But if the government can make more provisions on empowerment programs, such as skills, such as interview for job opportunity. We have internship program. At least all these people we are talking about are most times they are graduates. They are not just roadside people that does not go to school at all. Most of them are schools, go to schools. But the major fact is when they say it's up and down as Kosishe, they all depend on the government. So I believe if the government can make more provisions on job opportunity and skill acquisition training, precisely in Ikorodu West, we need a vocational school. If we have this vocational school in place, automatically there's no how. Some of them will go back home to go have a reason, okay, take no kosher work on. And nowadays outside the government kosher work on. Not like back days. They don't get back to kosher, mammy doesn't buy. If you kosher, okay, let me drink. But now, if you don't have almost 1,000, you will not. Nobody will get you into any job opportunity or any skill acquisition training. So we're only begging on the government to look into these vocational training classes for those who are out of the schools.
The advocacy is a step in the right direction towards reducing the prevalence of drug abuse in Lagos State.